Right. The job of a showrunner in the U.S. is he runs the show. He's the executive producer, so he helps oversee all aspects of the production: casting, the production itself, editing, everything that goes on. The showrunner is involved in. He's also in charge of writing the scripts. He has a team of writers, and he breaks the stories, comes up with the stories, and he also deals with the network and the studio. So it's like the president. Everything stops with him, and he has to make the decision. Well, I've always loved Daredevil. I grew up reading Daredevil.
Okay.
And Marvel really wanted to try something different. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they have something called the street level hero. And these are the heroes that don't save the world, don't save the universe. Those guys are like Iron Man, Thor, Captain America. The street level heroes basically save the neighborhood. And those are heroes like Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Iron Fist. And Marvel really wanted to explore these street level heroes that maybe, you don't want to spend a $150, $200 million movie of showing the street level heroes, but it makes sense to really explore them in a character over 13 episodes. So Marvel made the decision of exploring the street level heroes in the Marvel Universe, which are very, very popular to comic book readers. The main thing I love about Daredevil is that ultimately he's just a man who trains really hard and pushes himself. He loses his eyesight, so he has heightened senses, but physically he's not super fast, he's not super strong, he can't fly. He's just a man who really believes in what he's doing, and his greatest power is that he will not stop. For doing all the shows and then showing them. I've been on network shows where you do 22 episodes and you start airing them when you're still working on them. And usually sometime in the middle of that process, you start getting reviews and fan reaction, and suddenly you may feel like you need to change something in the story because of something someone said. I think that's very dangerous and very reactionary. And for me, as a writer and as a showrunner, I think it's much better for the artist to tell a story, much like writing a novel, and then release it and have people enjoy it as a whole. Instead of, in one episode they're not happy, then the next episode they're happy. This way they can have it all at once and decide at the very end whether or not they like it. Every job I finish is usually my best job. I loved working on Daredevil. Buffy holds a very special place in my heart because I consider that really the beginning of my career, where Joss Whedon gave me a chance and really gave me a career, and I learned an incredible amount from Joss. So that's the one that's closest to my heart, but I'm very, very, very proud of Daredevil. Yeah, I think it could, as long as Joss Whedon is involved. With no Joss Whedon, I don't think there should be a Buffy revival or reboot. I think he is Buffy. Without him, I just don't think anyone would be able to capture that voice.